Welcome to Knowledge 4, Lesson 8, Approaching the Great Pyramid. Long, long ago, there was an Egyptian priest named Setna. He was in charge of one part of a giant temple to the gods in his city. Setna had a daughter named Aweru, whom he loved very much. When Aweru was old enough, her father took her on a boat trip down the Nile to a place called Giza, so she could see the Great Pyramid there. They journeyed for many days as passengers on a large sailing ship. During the voyage, Setna explained to his daughter what the Great Pyramid was and why it had been built. He said, "We Egyptians say that far to the west lies a place called the Beautiful West. When someone dies, he or she has the chance to travel there. If they arrive safely, their spirit will be happy forever, for the good god Osiris is king there and takes good care of everyone. But the journey to this peaceful place is dangerous and hard to make, and not everyone who tries to get there reaches it. So we pray to Osiris and to his wife Isis and to their son, the falcon-headed god Horus. If they wish to do so, these three can help us reach the beautiful West with their powers, so we must make very sure that they like us. The god Osiris will even let us bring any treasure we have with us when we go there. Pretty artwork, fine clothes, jewelry, or whatever we most enjoy in this life, so that we may have an enjoyable afterlife." Well, many years ago, there was a pharaoh named Djoser. One night, Djoser dreamed that one of the gods told him to build a special place for Djoser's family and servants to put his body and treasures after he had died. Now, Djoser had a friend working for him who he thought was the smartest man alive in those days. This friend's name was Imhotep. Imhotep was the greatest architect in Egypt. At this point, Setna's daughter Aweru interrupted, "Father, what is an architect?" An architect is a person who decides how a building should look and draws the plans the builders follow. Today in Egypt, our builders usually follow the same plans that Egyptian architects have used for thousands of years. But Imhotep was the one who created first many of those plans. He must have been the best architect ever. Pharaoh Djoser certainly thought so. He called Imhotep to the palace and told him about the dream. The pharaoh said, "Imhotep, build me a building that reaches up toward the sky in honor of the gods. Make the middle of it an open space for me and for my treasures, for after I die. Make it special." So Imhotep built the first pyramid. The bottom of it is an enormous stone square, and then the four sides reach upward, leaning in toward one another until they meet at the top. The sides of that first pyramid are built as steps, making it easier to climb up the outside. Well, Djoser's pyramid was so wonderful that the pharaohs after him wanted pyramids too, but with smooth sides, not steps. Much, much later came another pharaoh named Khufu. Pharaoh Khufu wanted people to know what an important pharaoh he was. So he commanded his people to build him the biggest pyramid of all, the Great Pyramid. Setna and his daughter Aweru continued sailing for many days on their way to see the Great Pyramid at Giza, and were nearing the end of their long journey along the Nile when suddenly Setna pointed up ahead and said, "Look, my dear Aweru, what do you see?" Aweru's eyes opened wide with excitement. "Is that the top of the Great Pyramid, Father? Are we getting close?" "It is the top, but we are still a long way from it. We will not be there until tomorrow. It will start getting dark soon, so we will be stopping shortly. But it is so tall that we can begin to see it even from this distance." The top of the pyramid shone brightly. "It is like the sun, Father," Aweru exclaimed. "That is because the top is covered in gold that the Pharaoh ordered to be brought from his mines in the desert, and the sides are covered in smooth white stone. The pyramid shines in the sun." "The whole top is gold?" "Yes. You see, Pharaoh Khufu wanted to show how powerful he was. He said, 'I am the greatest ruler on earth, and the god of the sun, Amon-Ra, is the greatest of the gods, the one who created the world. My pyramid will shine in the sunlight to honor Amon-Ra, and to remind everyone that just as he created the world, I created this pyramid and am also great. I will be famous forever.'" Setna looked again at the shining peak. "And all those years later, Aweru, we are indeed standing here talking about Pharaoh Khufu." But now it's time for our boat to dock for the night. We will go into that town over there, get some dinner, and go to sleep. Because I am a priest at the temple of Karnak, we are invited to stay at the temple in this place. Come on then. You will get to see the Great Pyramid up close tomorrow. It's the most amazing building ever made." And they stepped off their boat onto the wooden dock at the shore.